Hey guys, this is the Ravenclaw What If. Welcome back to another What If story. This is What If Deku is a pure-blooded exiled vampire. Give me a second here, guys. I need to check what number we're on. We're on part 4, The Wrath of a Pureblood. Before we begin our What If, I know I've been popping these like crazy. Like, I got really into the story, so when I get really into something, like I pop episodes like crazy. So, and plus I've been drinking a whole lot of Pepsi all day, so I'm pretty hyperactive right now. So yeah, and there's that. And you guys seem to enjoy the series, so I'm popping another episode out before I stop for the night. As we start our story off, as a few months has passed, the talks with the werewolves are still going on. The other packs won't retaliate because the rogue wolves, the rogue pack actually, they don't operate they're outside of their territory, so they leave them alone. As long as they don't attack their territory or any of their wolves, they won't they won't interfere. As you have Izuku, like I said, a couple months has passed. As he's walking through the nightclub during closing hours, as he of four Max, he's here. As he points to the back where his mistress is, as Tug is right behind him. As soon as Izuku opened the door where she is, Izuku sees a glass filled with blood hit the wall. As she screams, useless lichens. As she sees Izuku, as she fixes her hair, well, process herself, get a hold of herself, and she's like, "My apologies, Izuku. Dealing with these werewolves is always a hassle. They have the numbers, but they won't engage the the rogue pack. They said it's none of their business. It's none of their fucking business because they don't invade their territory. Useless. All of them useless." What's the plan, Lilith? As Lilith's like, we're in midst of tracking them. They're a slippery bunch. We don't know their exact location, but we'll find them soon. They can't hide for they can't hide forever. As Lilith has a map on the table, Izuku, see, come here. As she points to different notifications keeps popping up. These are the locations of the packs. That's near us. Clearly, one of them knows something that they're not telling us. I know one pack we could trust, but the rest of them we can't. We especially can't trust this pack. Considering they made it more than clear that they do not agree with the treaty with the rest of the packs that we have with the lichens. It's the name of the pack, Lilith. The Eclipse Pack. Out of all the packs that were at the peace treaty meeting, they're the ones that were against it the most. And having these rogue wolves constantly attack our people, it's outrageous. But the queen's, her hands are tied. We don't know where they are, and the other packs are not talking. Something's not right. As Izuku's phone goes off, My apologies, Lilith. I have to take this. This is Izuku Midoriya. Who may I who may I sorry? Who may I be speaking to? This is sorry. This is the secretary from secretary to Endeavor Agency. I'm calling here to see if Miss Lulu is all right. What do you mean? She hasn't been. She has missed a couple days of work. We can't get a hold of her. What? I'll. I know where. I'll go see what she's up to. She's all right. I'll see if she's all right. I'll contact you when I get any news. As he hangs up his phone. Toga, come on, we're leaving. My apologies, Lilith, but I have a personal matter I have to deal with. Contact me when you have any more. Contact me when you have any new intel. Very well, Izuku. Come on, Toga. Okay, Izuku. Where we're going? We're going to the house that I had Lilith purchase for us. I believe you're. I believe you're ready to be around other humans. Really? Yes. Come on, your training has been going very well. Come on. Oh, Toga and Lulu has met a couple times, so they're acquainted with each other. As Izuku gets to the house, as he sniffs the air, Toga, we need to hurry now. As Toga, what's going on? I smell blood. As he rips the door off his hinges, as he sees the scene, the house is covered in blood. As Izuku sees Lulu on the ground covered in blood, as Izuku rushes over there, checks her pulse, as she's dead, as blood tears come falling down Izuku's cheek, as he screams, as Toga can feel the bloodlust as she's forced on her knees. As his phone goes off, as he picks it up, who is it? Hello, vampire. It's a shame that happened to your precious little human, but that's what you get for killing one of my pack. You're next, vampire. I'm gonna find you. Mutt. Then I'm gonna massacre you and your pack. I'm not gonna leave no survivors. Pretty tough words. Coming from some unknown vampire. You've made an enemy this day, werewolf. I'm coming for you. As he crushes his phone. Toga. Yes, Izuku? As she finally gets up. Go back to the club. Izuku, I said not leave your side. I said go to the club, Toga. Now. Yes, sir. Lilith will take care of you. I have much to kill. Izuku walks out the door. If I have to burn this fucking town to the ground, I will. I will find them. Then I will kill them all. As he steps in front of the street, as the car stops, what you think you're doing, kid? He almost killed you. As his hand goes right, rips him out of the car, throws him out. As he hops in, turns on a car and goes full blast, full speed, heading to a location. As it's about an hour car ride, as he finally gets there, it is the pack house of Eclipse. These bastards know where they are, and I'm gonna get some fucking answers. As Ezekiel walks up to the gate, as he kicks it, as the gate flies off its hinges, as the whole pack's on alert. Short pause in story. I got a comment about I think I misspoke on part two. Now sorry. Blood Rain doesn't have a husband for I don't know if I said that, but no. The daughter is not seeing anyone. Now the mother has a husband. That's what I meant, not the daughter. So sorry about the, confusion on my part. I think I just phrased it wrong, talking. So, stuff like that. So let's get back to our story. As several wolves comes comes to meet Izuku, as she's like, "Your kind's not welcome here, vampire." As Izuku walks up to him, grabs him by the throat. "Where's your alpha?" As he's squeezing. As several werewolves, a werewolf comes rushing at him. As Izuku backhands him, as he goes flying into the gate. "I want your alpha now, or I'll start killing, or I start massacring you whole. Oh, sorry, or I'll start massacring you all." The alpha comes out as he's like, "What's the meaning of this? We have a treaty with your kind." As he squeezes on the werewolf's throat. "Where are they?" As he's like, "What are you talking about, vampire? Where are the rogues? I want their location now. You have two choices, mutt. Tell me where they are, or I start massacring you all. I'm not very patient right now." As he starts squeezing. All right, I'll tell you. They're at the Beast Force. As he drops him, as he kicks him, as he goes flying, as the Alpha catches him. "If I find out any of your pack is involved in the massacring of my human, I'm wiping your pack out. No matter what anyone says, anyone gets in my way will die. This is a warning, mutts." As he walks off. "I'm coming for you, bastards." As he drives off, as he spins out, drives off. As Izuku's on a mission, he's on a mission to kill. He's no longer he doesn't care anymore. The moment they killed Lulu, they've already signed their death warrant. And whoever's involved. As Max sees Toga here, all people. Flower, as he's like, "Toga, dear, why are you here? Where's your maker? I need to talk to Lilith. Izuku's lost it. Please, come with us. Come with me." As he walks through the VIP area, or, Lilith's little area. "Mistress Lilith, Toga's here to see you. Something happened to Izuku." Before I continue, the rogue werewolf pack is in Beast Forest, but they're nowhere near the Pussycat area. So they're very deep into the forest. So he won't encounter the Pussycats at all. The pack wolves are keeping a low profile. Not for long, but they're low. They're keeping low profile for now. As Lilith sees Toga, "What are you doing here? Where is Izuku? He's lost it, Lilith. We were going to the house where Lulu stays. We found her dead." And she's like, "Shit. Apparently, I don't know what's going on, but it has something to do with the rogue pack you and my maker been following." Shit. "Toga, stay here for now. I need to go see the queen immediately. Max. Yes, mistress? Take care of Toga. Yes, of course. Come, I'll get you something to drink. First, I need, first I need, I'll need some help. I need if anyone could bring the boy in, it's most likely the Bloods. As she takes a pit stop to the Blood Manor, as she knocks on the door. Sorry, guys. I forget where the picture is. There we go. As Rain answer it, Lady Lilith, what do I bring? What brings this visit? I need to talk to your mother immediately. May I come in? Yes, of course. You're always welcome here. What's going on? I'll explain. Your mother will probably explain everything once I get done talking to her. Very well. Well, I have some business to take care of. I have some schoolwork I need to take care of. So it's very nice to see you again, Miss Lilith. Of course, dear. Lilith, what do I bring to this pleasure? As she walks down the stairs. It's Izuku. What's wrong? His human comrade was murdered. What? Lady of the Lulu? Please tell me what's going on. The rogue. You know we've been having problems with the rogue wolves pack. Yes, I'm aware of the situation. They hit Izuku. They killed Lulu out of retaliation. Shit. Do you know where he is? No, I don't know the location where they're at. I'm on my way to see the queen. I'm coming too. As as you have Rain on the couch doing schoolwork, sweetheart, I have some business to take care of at the palace. I'll be back. Okay, mom. Okay, mother. Or mom, it doesn't really matter how she would say it, but tell your father I had some business to take care of at the palace. I should be home sometime probably later tonight. Of course, mom. Be safe. Of course, my little red rose. As Izuku runs through the forest, as he caught a scent, as he follows it, as he hides behind a tree, as he looks at the scene, as Izuku's like, so, bastards having some sort of meeting. Let's start the fun. As they're trying to recruit several other rogue factions, they're having a meeting. As they're basically what the meeting's all about is the eradication of all vampires and killing off the pack. Several of the pack houses that are signed with the treaty. They want to take over their territory. As Izuku sees one of them split off from the group, he went to go take a piss out in the forest. As Izuku taps on his shoulder, as he grabs him by the throat, rips off his head. As he grabs, he has his, as he has his sorry, he has a head. He has his head in his hand. He has it by the hair. As he walks up to the little meeting that all the rogue pack has going on. Found you, freaking mutts! As he throws the head. As all the werewolves look at him. It's like vampire attack. As they all rush Izuku, Izuku reached out his hands as several ice shards materialize. As he does that gesture, as the werewolves get mauled down, as several of them get pinned to a tree, as Izuku grabs one of them, is coughing up blood, he's on the ground. As he stomps on his skull, crushing it. as blood splatter everywhere. Sorry, guys. Give me a second. As the head pack of the head, oh sorry, as the alpha of the rogue pack, as he starts clapping, I didn't actually think you actually come. You got some balls coming to us alone of all places. It's a shame, really. What I've been told, that human was quite attractive. It's a shame I couldn't have some fun with her before we killed her. As his eyes glow, Izuku's eyes glow red. You're dead. What you're doing, idiots? Kill the bloodsucker. As he gestured his pack to pounce with the other newly members that they recruited from other rogue factions that were roaming around. Not all of them would join because some of the rogue factions don't want nothing to do with this senseless slaughter. As Izuku, sorry, as Izuku manipulates some blood, as he creates a no, not some blood, as he creates ice blade, a ice blade that covers his whole arm, as he begins slicing the werewolves, killing a lot of them. As he as he decapitates several, as he rips their heart out with his opposite hand, as he crushes it, as Izuku gets surrounded, as several werewolves in transformation state all lunge at Izuku, as he gets bitten by several werewolves, shoulder, legs, arms. As the werewolf's laughing, you're good as dead, bloodsucker. I'm done. I'm done playing around. The moment you killed my human, you signed your own death warrant. Wolf mutts. But, he calls them dogs, as they took offense to that. As Ezekiel ignites electricity, like I said, he has several vampire powers. I'm using some of the abilities from Vampire Knights from that anime. That's because I like their abilities, so I like to give them because in the anime, one of them has a whip. As he punctures his fingers, one could create ice. Saw one of them using electricity and fire. So yeah, he has pretty much element attacks. Well, he's able to his powers are element base. So this is not a quirk. This is the straight up vampire abilities. So he doesn't have, a drawback because he doesn't have a quirk because he's not human at all. As he grabs one of the werewolves, as he electrocutes him, as he rips the rest of them off him, as his eyes starts glowing more brighter, as blood starts swirling around him, making a blood dome. As the only part of the blood dome they can see, as Ezekiel says, what happened next? You caused this. You have no one but blame but yourself. As in the blood dome, as the werewolves hear crunchy noise, bones breaking, bones forming, as Izuku's laughing, as the blood dome dispersed, as all the werewolves in the area sees this scene, as he sees a transformation, listen to the picture, as he grabs several of the werewolves with his tail, throwing them against tree, as he pierces several with his. As soon as he throws a werewolf against a tree, as his tail comes straightly forward, the pack, the pack leader, as he barely dodges it, as it hits the tree, as he sees the impact, the tree is like gone. It's no longer there. As there's a big crater where the tail hit, as all the werewolves could hear is a loud screech noise. As there was a sound, like it's a sound attack, as several werewolves goes flying everywhere, as it takes flight. The pack leader begins to shift, as he takes this form in the picture. As Izuku goes into a dive, as they clash. In the middle of the dive, Izuku had his tail wrapped around the wolf's neck as he goes flying. As he gains altitude. As he stops. As he dives down, going headfirst into the ground, throwing him straightly in the ground, making a crater. As they see the creature on the ground, the vampire on the ground, as he opens his mouth, as he draws blood from everyone in the area, killing all of them except for the leader, as all the bodies fall down with no blood in their system. Yeah, he drained them all dry, as he eats the spear of blood, as he opens his jaw, as he closes it, as there's a chomp noise. Izuku's on the ground. He wraps his wings around him as he shifts back into his normal state. As his wings, dissipate. As he goes back to his normal form. As Izuku runs straightly for the werewolf. As the werewolf can't keep up with him. As he appears in front of him. Grabs one of his spikes off his arms. Rips it off. And sticks it in his eye. As he grabs him by the hand, as he tosses him, as he goes flying through several trees, as Izuku cracks his neck. This won't be a painful death, dog. As he appears in front of him, as he takes out his blood whip, as he punctures his finger he punctured his finger with his fang, as he begins using the blow whip, constantly whipping him back and forth as he's getting damaged pretty badly. As the werewolf as he's blocking the whip, as he starts clawing Izuku, as clawing him in the face, on his body, anywhere he could get an opening attack. As Izuku's getting injured, but he's like immediately healing from it. As the werewolf's breathing heavy. As Izuku grabs his claw, as he breaks his hand, as he forces the werewolf to his knees, as he grabs his head. No, not grab his head, no. As he breaks his arm, as he knees him in the stomach, as he begins beating on him, while he's on the ground, as Izuku keeps beating him down, as he beat him so severely, he starts to shift back into his human state, as he begins beating him viciously, as blood starts to splatter everywhere, or like all over Izuku. As he takes his head, rips it off. As he rips off his arms and legs, digs his hand into his chest, pulls out his heart, and throws it to his side as he starts burning the remains of all the werewolves, charring them all to death. The ones he could find. I mean, he can't, like, he could burn them all, but he's not going to waste that much energy. As he leaves, as you see this scene, as there's bodies of werewolves scattered all over the forest. There was about 50 or 60 of them, as it was a total massacre. Several hours has passed as Max sees the door open, as he sees Izuku covered in blood from head to toe. My boy, what the hell happened? Nothing. Where's Toga? She's right there. As Toga goes over to Izuku, don't you two go in the back room. I'll contact Lilith to tell her you've come back. As Izuku sits right next to Toga, as he's not saying anything, as Toga's getting worried. Izuku, Izuku, as he's just sitting there, spacing out. As she takes she had, Max gave her a towel, as she, gave her a rag and some water, as Toga is, wiping off the blood off Izuku's face. As Toga's taking care of him. Izuku, are you alright? As he's not saying anything, he's just in a trance. I'm fine, Toga. Just give me a minute to calm down. As Toga, as Toga does, as Izuku's like, I'm sorry, Toga, for yelling at you earlier. Me and Lulu were close. As Toga gives him a look, no, not that close, Toga. She was like a sister to me, even though she was human. We have a long history. I'll be fine. Just give me a second, okay? And thank you for caring. There's not a whole lot of people around me there's not a whole lot of people that care for me nowadays. Now you're the only one, apparently. As Lilith and Miss Blood comes in, I don't know what to call her. And she's like, I'll think of her first name later on, but let's get this going. And she's like, you're back. Judging from the looks of you, seems like you found him. Miss Blood walks over, puts her hand on his shoulder. You right, kid? Yes, Miss Blood. I'm fine. So you found him? Yes, I did, Miss Blood. And I left no survivors. They're dead. All of them. I put them down like the dogs they were. And she's like, very well. I'll inform the Queen, Lilith, of the situation. Thank you, Miss Blood. It's fine. I also need to get home pretty soon, so I'll see you later. And Izuku, if you need anything, just come to me. You know where I live. I've been meaning to introduce you to my daughter. Eventually, after we take care of the situation. Very well, Miss Blood. Toga, was it? She looks up. Yes. Take care of your maker. I will, of course. I definitely will. I'll see you later, you two. As she leaves, as Max. Yes, mistress? The boy needs some... Give him a drink. Of course. As Max, flops, some blood. Even though he drank a whole lot of blood. But, yeah, as Izuku drinks it, it's like, thank you. Finally get rid of that nasty taste in my mouth. So where were those mutts located? Beast Forest. As he tells her the location, very well. I'll have some of the palace people to clean up the area. Very well. Why don't you two stay here tonight? There's a spare room in the back. As Toga grabs Izuku hand as she drags him to the back, as she gets him some spare clothes, as she continues to clean all the blood off him, the dry blood, as she plays Izuku down on the bed. As he goes into a sleep state because that transformation took a lot out of him. He normally doesn't transform because yeah, it's a big drawback. The only thing like he's able to transform like willingly, but he's not really used to that form. He's only transforming that one time. It's still new to him, so he hasn't fully mastered the form. But yeah, that was he mastered a whole lot of them. So as Toga, strokes his hair as she just watches over him. As we're gonna stop it there. That's a good spot to leave it off. Hope you guys have a good night and day, judging my time zones. And we don't know what's gonna happen. There might be some drawback between the werewolves and the vampires because the rogue werewolves were getting intel on Izuku, where he was going and where Lilith was living. So clearly someone talked. So yeah, that's going to be another issue for the next part. So catch you guys later.